I walked into this movie, I was a confident grown man. And when I walked out the movie theater, I was crying like a little... Hey, why did you censor me? The only thing I said was little rascals. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Theta J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And right now, what you're watching is a guy that's going to give you the spoilers review of Black Panther Wakanda Forever or Black Panther 2. Yeah, and I'm going to give you the ins and outs. I'm going to tell you what sucked, what was dope, what was incredible. I'm going to let you know if this movie was trash or if it was something super incredible that nobody was ever expecting. I know a lot of people out there splitting hell talking about, oh, this movie is terrible, it sucks, it's all about the women and all that. Freak all that, man. This movie was fantastic. I will agree, though, the beginning of the movie was a little... But we're going to get into that real quick, real fast. What I need you to do, watch this video from the beginning all the way to the end. That's all I ever ask you to do. That's all I'm asking you to do, is watch it from the beginning all the way to the end. It helps me in the algorithm. The algorithm will say, hey, this stupid dude right here named Theta J, there's some people watching him. Let's send more people that like his content and make him feel great about himself, because when you don't, I'll curl up with a little pillow and I just get real sad and in a fetal position and just cry myself to sleep. So help me with that. Also, what I need you to do is I need you to subscribe, and I need you to hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Theta J feel oh so good and oh so swell. Yeah. Now let's get into the video. So, the whole synopsis of this film, Wakanda Forever. People were saying that this is a grieving movie. It's all about grieving Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. Yes, it was about that. It was like a funeral, but I feel like this movie here, the hidden theme of everything was this was a legacy film, and you will notice throughout the entire movie it's about legacy of T'Challa, basically legacy of his queen Ramonda. I think I got her name right. If not, I am absolutely sorry, but it's all about that theme, carrying the torch, going forward. And I was very curious about how they was going to execute this story. I'm a huge Ryan Coogler fan. I have not disliked any movie he has ever dropped, and I love that he's keeping up the tradition, and this is spoilers review, having Michael B. Jordan in all his movies. Michael B. Jordan usually stars in this movie, but in this joint, he's just a brief cameo, and yes, I said it. Your boy Killmonger is in this joint. But I'm going to explain to you guys what's going on with this in a review. I'm going to speak about the story. I'm going to speak about the characters and the acting. And I'm going to give you guys just an overall synopsis of what Black Panther is going to do moving forward with the character T'Challa, and if they're going to recast. And it's going to be very interesting the way they did it. Now, let's speak on the story. And I'll be real brief because I want you guys to see it for yourself, but you have to realize this is the Theta J review. Yeah. So, you pick the review if you want the real. If you want the fake, then go to the other channels that get paid by Marvel. You go see them. This is where you get truth and facts and no lies out there. No propaganda, no agendas. I'm also not one of these channels that hate on every single thing. If it's something in there dope, I give it props. Now, the story. The story right here, it starts off the intro. We have something going on with T'Challa. He has some kind of illness going on and he's sick. They're trying to save him. And Shuri, she feel like if she had the heart-shaped herb, she would have been able to save T'Challa. That was the director or the writers giving us the story of what happened to T'Challa since Chadwick Boseman is gone. I will be honest with you guys, I did not like this at all. I figured this was going to be something very hard to accomplish on screen. In my honest opinion, I feel like we should have never had a funeral for T'Challa anyway. You could have had T'Challa disappearance in the 5-year blip, like he had died, he was gone. The 5-year blip could have just saved this whole entire thing about T'Challa having this illness. He has an illness, and of course he dies. They have a funeral for him, and everything just goes real silent. You just hear this calming wind. The movie theater was absolutely quiet, and it was beautiful. With the funeral, I wasn't feeling the funeral too much. I was mad about that, I'm not gonna lie, but with the wind and seeing him in the Marvel intro, you know, the classic Marvel intro, and you're seeing nothing but Chadwick Boseman, I thought that was pretty cool. But then we jump a few years later, the Queen of Wakanda, yes, the leadership goes to her, and everybody in the world is just pressuring her about vibranium, and she tells everybody, I'm not going to give you vibranium because you guys are irresponsible and don't know what to do with it. We are the guys that have vibranium for thousands of years. So the human beings have figured out a way of making this machine where they can find vibranium, and come to find out vibranium is under the sea. Under the sea. Anyways, so the human beings have this machine to find vibranium. Out of nowhere, these underwater beings come up to destroy the humans. I love this. But when they came out the water, they came up with this creepy song, and the song was so creepy it made humans, whoever listened to it, would just walk straight into the water and drown themselves. I love that. That was very creepy, and it's like the folklore with mermaids who kill men on ships. They have such a beautiful song that they make people go out into the water and kill themselves. And the song was actually dope. It was creepy, but it was dope, and it almost made me get up out the movie theater and walk towards the sea if the sea was there. But they had this machine out there, and it comes to find out with Namor, he pops up out of the water while Shuri and the Queen was together, and they was bonding and talking about Black Panther, and they was talking about T'Challa, and she was telling Shuri, you need to mourn your brother, and the sister felt like she could have saved her brother. And while they was on the shore of the sea, the shore of the beach, Namor just came out of the water out of nowhere. Now, I thought they could have did a better introduction of Namor, but he pretty much gave them an ultimatum. He said, whoever made this freaking machine that made these people find this vibranium, I'm going to kill the humans. I'm going to kill that person, because my under the sea kingdom is full of vibranium, and I do not want these stinking humans to know my kingdom and what's going on. So what they did, Shuri and Okeo, they went on this trip to find out who made this freaking machine, and it turned out to be Riri. Now, Riri, this character right here, the actress, it was kind of annoying. She was a little annoying. She was like that stereotypical black girl. I'm sorry to say that, but she was. But she had her moments in the movie. Now, she did have her own suit. Both suits was absolutely trash. She had a prototype suit, a prototype Iron Man, Iron Woman suit, Iron Heart suit, and it was trash. And she had a suit that looked a little bit better, kind of like Iron Man, but it was Iron Woman, Iron Heart suit, and it was absolutely trash. The suit looked like something straight out of a Power Ranger movie. And I'm talking about them joints that came out in the 90s and not the joints that came out now. But anyways, they found Riri, and then all of a sudden, the underwater people of Namor came looking for them, looking for her. They kidnapped Shuri, and that's when things started getting really bad in the movie. It started getting bad. The Queen blamed the KO for getting Shuri kidnapped. The fight scene on the bridge where a KO was trying to save Riri and Shuri was absolutely dope, and it was probably the most violent thing that I have seen ever in a MCU movie. Straight stabbing, and KO was by herself fighting all these underwater people, and these underwater people was pure savages. Yeah. So she gets kidnapped, and the Queen hires the Lupita character to go find her. Lupita, she finds her, Shuri, and before she saves her, Shuri is being shown the whole underground kingdom. Namor is giving his backstory. Now, the character with Namor, I enjoyed this actor. I felt like he was absolutely dope. I felt like he brought raw passion. All these actors, Shuri, Namor, the Queen of Wakanda, they gave you raw passion in this movie, and I absolutely love it. You could tell that they was giving you they all, because they know all eyes is going to be watching them in this film. So kudos to all the characters and all the actors. They did an absolutely wonderful job. But to sum everything up on the story, because I don't want to give you guys all the story, I want you to experience it for yourself. Pretty much, they figured out Namor is a being that he can suck up air with his skin. That's why he can breathe underwater, or he can breathe on land. And the other blue people, they cannot do that at all. And Namor, he attacks Wakanda. He devastates Wakanda. He kills the Queen, and he told him, I have mercy on you freakers, and trust and believe I will be back because I have mercy on you. When he came back, Shuri was ready because she had the heart-shaped herb. She took the heart-shaped herb from T'Challa's DNA. She took it from a plant that Namor gave her. She mixed it all up. She was in the suit. Let me speak on the Black Panther suit, the new Black Panther suit. The new Black Panther suit, I actually liked it. But the thing about it was this, the CGI of the suit was a little bit crazy. Now, when she first showed the world that she was Black Panther, when she was in that suit, I absolutely loved it. I also loved the scene when she took the heart-shaped herb and she went into the spirit realm, her conversing with Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger. I was not expecting Killmonger to be in this movie, but he was. He slayed it. He did an absolute job. But towards the end of the movie, they figured out Namor's weakness. The Wakandians beat the underwater people, and Namor, she beat Namor down, and Namor, she had mercy on Namor because she wanted to show herself as the better person, and Namor told his people to leave. Now, let's get to the very end of this movie. At the very end of the movie, it was dope because she finally had her time to mourn T'Challa, and that's when the tears will start flowing. You will be crying like a little bi because it was just so emotional, so much raw emotions coming out, just that silence again. And we saw her missing her brother, mourning her brother, finally letting things go, and I loved it. I love this film. It was dope. It's not up there with Black Panther 1, no, not at all, and I wasn't expecting that, but this was a dope movie that I enjoy, especially me being a person of color. I love people all across the planet Earth, but as a person of color, we needed this because everything with rappers, black people get in movies, and they show us as drug dealers, slaves, negative people, bad relationships. This movie here was fresh air. Also at the end, it was a big plot twist with T'Challa and the Lupita character. Come to find out, they came up talking to Shuri. Lupita had a son with T'Challa, and it blew Shuri away. Now come to find out, this child right here is the son of T'Challa, and his name is T'Challa. So I think that's what Marvel is going to do. They're going to take this little boy right here, have a time jump, and in Black Panther 3, he's going to be the new T'Challa. So instead of going the recast route, they're going to go with his son, and his name is T'Challa. I still have mixed feelings about this. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. We'll see how Marvel take it from there. From here, you let me know in the comments below. Do you think this movie was absolutely trash? Or do you think it was pretty good? You enjoyed it? And the T'Challa idea at the end was pretty good? Or was it stupid? Get back at your boy Peter J. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'm out of here. Ninja Badass.